Hello, lovely people. You are welcome once again. This is Lifestyle 2XL. Kindly like and subscribe to my channel. Today, we are going to make a homemade bread, a simple homemade bread. Kindly join me as we go through the steps in making this. We are going to make this simple bread. The ingredients we are going to use is water, sugar, butter, yeast, instant yeast, nutmeg, salt, oil, and all-purpose flour. I will leave the detailed measurement in the description below, so you go and then check. So we first have to prove our yeast. So we'll add our yeast into the lukewarm water. The water shouldn't be too hot, and then it shouldn't be too cold. So it should be at a room temperature, so that when you put in the yeast, it does not kill the bacteria in it. And then also we add some sugar just to make sure that the bacteria feed on the sugar, so that they quickly and easily proof the yeast. We are just checking to make sure that the yeast is active. So basically that is what we are doing. So in our bowl we would add our all-purpose flour. In fact, we are going to add all the dry ingredients. So we added the sugar, the salt, the nutmeg. So we are going to mix all these ingredients thoroughly inside, so that all is mixed well before going to add our proved yeast. So after 5 minutes, we check our yeast, and then you see how foamy it is. That shows that the yeast is active. Kindly bear with me. I didn't show the part where I was pouring it. I was pouring the yeast inside the dry ingredients. So you would slowly pour it, gradually pour it bit by bit whilst you stir the ingredients together, and then you will see it in this form. Then you're going to transfer it onto a flat surface. At this point, we are going to be kneading it for about 5 to 10 minutes. You need a strong arm to be doing this. Yeah, so this is the manual way. If you have the mixer, it becomes so easier for you to do this, and it doesn't also take time. But with this, it takes time. You have to be doing it manually. So if you have the mixer, you can do that and skip this part easily. Yeah, we want to make sure that this the dough comes together very firm and then stretchy. So we added some oil, and then we continued kneading it. So after kneading for some time, we add some of the butter to it, and then we continue kneading. This enhances the stretchiness. It comes out so nice. So after kneading for about 10 minutes, your dough will look like this, very stretchy. You're going to create it in this form, in this round form, and then we are going to place it in a greased bowl aside for about 1 to 2 hours, so that the dough in its original forms increase twice its size. So after 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours, this is how it looks like. It has increased in size. So we are going to take it out of the bowl and then knead it again. you have to make sure that you knead it in the way that you don't leave space or holes inside the bread. We are going to knead it into this form, and then we are going to transfer it into our baking pan. My baking pan didn't look too good, so I placed in a baking paper before placing the bread inside. When you finish doing that, you are then going to cover it and then set it aside for it to prove. The bread has to increase in size again before placing it in our preheated oven. If you are watching this and you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you leave a comment where needed. So after an hour, the bread has proved nicely. You can see it has increased in size again. So now we are going to place this in our preheated oven and bake for 20 to 25 minutes. When the baking is done, this is how the bread should look like.